Hello and welcome. I don't know if you can see in front of me here, but there is a big cluster of black caterpillars. Now these could be one of two species. They could be small tortoise shell or they could be peacock. When they're at their very small stage, I find them quite difficult to tell apart, but as soon as they start to get any size to them, they are quite distinctive. So I'll show you a still image here of a small tortoise shell. And then this is one of the peacock. Now these are peacocks in front of me here. They're quite distinct now, they're getting fairly large. They are very black, they have spines on them, and they have these sort of reddy orange feet. But what has happened is that the peacock butterfly in the spring has laid its eggs in a patch of nettles, which then would have been quite small. The caterpillars have now hatched, and they have climbed up the stem, and then they make this almost like a web over the top of the nettle, from where they find it in safety. And once they start to get big, these are probably a week, 10 days old, they will start to disperse off. Some of them are coming off now onto these other nettles, but probably 2 to 3 weeks they will go off and look for a place to pupate, and then that chrysalis will go through its course, it'll do its metamorphosis, and within again 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the weather, etc., they will then hatch as the adult butterfly towards the end of the summer, and then that butterfly will overwinter as an adult. These don't overwinter as eggs or caterpillars, so that's why you quite often find small tortoise shell or peacocks in maybe a spare bedroom that you've left the window open. You'll find them hanging in the curtains. You'll sometimes find them in sheds or caves, anywhere where the temperature hopefully will be fairly stable, and they will sit out the winter there. Then the first nice sunny weather of the spring, certainly if you've got them in your shed, make sure you leave the door open, and they will fly off and go through the process again. But one thing I will say before I go is that if you find a cluster like this, whatever you do, don't touch them, because if I was to touch these, they would just drop like stones and then go off into the vegetation. You're better just to leave them where they are. They find it safety in numbers at the moment. So if you just leave them and enjoy them for what they are, and then hopefully we'll see peacocks and small tortoise shells on your bud or other flowers later in the summer. So until the next time, thanks for watching.